Guys, did you just get yourself a brand new 70 series and you're looking to replace that horrible raised air intake that they come with from factory? Well, stay tuned because me and Morgs are about to give you an in-depth rundown on exactly what's involved in our kit and why we think you should buy it for your cruiser.
Let's get into it.
So what we're working with here is basically everything that you're going to get in your kit when you open the box. I guess what we should probably start with, Morgs, is a snorkel, right?
Yeah, realistically, because of the shape and the size of the quarter panel, we've decided that we aren't offering a 4-inch tube for this kit. We're only going to go with the 5-inch snorkel. The 5-inch definitely suits the car and the shape of the guard a lot better, because I think if we went 4-inch, it would just be way too small.
It'd be kind of like putting a 4-inch snorkel on like a 2500 Ram or something, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, like you guys will probably notice or have seen, or if you don't know, the new 70 series has quite a massive, what would you call it?
I call it the forehead, but realistically, the top of the quarter panel.
We're sorry to anyone that we just offended. The top of the quarter panel has been raised up by a couple of inches, and because the guard is that couple of inches high, a 4-inch snorkel would just get lost in it. So like Morg said, 5-inch snorkel, finished to the same quality of all of the rest of our kits.
Yeah.
Purge welded in-house, sanded, powder coated in-house.
Yeah. Laser cut end cap, laser cut brackets.
When you talk about laser cut end cap, laser cut brackets, talk me through the end of the snorkel and what size it is.
At the moment, we're currently offering 3.5-inch, which is to mate up to the factory airbox. This can be mated to an aftermarket airbox, but generally those are 4-inch inlet. We are looking to develop this in a 4-inch inlet kit to suit an aftermarket airbox as well. But due to the sizing restraints we have in behind the quarter panel and that upper rail, we went 3.5-inch to minimize the amount we had to cut.
So laser cut 3.5-inch blanking cap there, 3.5-inch mandrel bend spigot that's been all TIG welded on. So that'll meet up to this 3.5-inch silicon joiner. And you also get supplied 2 Worth worm drive stainless steel hose clamps. Moving on from there, when I guess we talk about the laser cut mounting brackets, so like Morg said, this mounting bracket here picks up the factory hole in the quarter panel, and this mounting bracket here also picks up the upper factory holes. What do we got here?
The factory snorkel comes with a rubber insulator for the factory snorkel. However, every time we pull it off, it is crushed. It's
pretty shagged.
Yeah, it looks worn out. So what we've done, we've mimicked the exact size of the base of the bracket and had it laser cut out of nitrile rubber. And that way we know it's going to be really durable. It's a nice brand new piece to put underneath. It'll last the life of the vehicle, this one.
Another thing, Allen key headed bolts. Why do we use these instead of reusing the factory bolts?
We tend to find when we pull out the factory bolts that they're generally gummed up. If you go to reuse them, it can gall up the threads in the factory nuts. We offer the stainless that way. There is no rusting, there's no corrosion. If you do need to remove the snorkel, it's a lot easier, and 2, they just look a lot nicer.
The only other thing that you're probably going to see on the bench in front of us that we haven't spoken about yet, which is some of my best work. I mean, well, in fairness, it's some of both of our best works. All I did was the idea, you got the rest of it sorted. Our aluminium blanking stud, is that what we're calling it?
Yeah, that's what I would call it, yeah.
What we're holding here, or what I'm holding, is something that we've had custom designed, and as far as I'm aware, is only found in our kit. This is an aluminium stud that we've had drawn, CNC machined, out of billet aluminium. Now, when you remove the factory snorkel, the Facelift 70s are a little bit different to the older 70s, and the front mounting hole is so much further forward.
Yeah.
There was absolutely no way to get rid of it when we developed the kit, and we weren't going to sell you a snorkel kit and leave you with a hole in your guard. So we've developed the blanking stud. How does it work?
Once you remove that bolt, you literally insert it into the hole, tighten it up, get it started. And there's also a hex on the inside. So once you get it started, you then just either get a spanner or whatever you've got to tighten it, even a small shifter. The blanking stud then finishes flush to the quarter panel and caps off the dead space that was left from the hole from the factory mounting point.
So you're not going to be left with a hole, you're not going to be left with an exposed thread. You're going to have a colour matched to your car. There's a drop-down box on the website. Pick the colour of your car, we'll send you a stud to suit. So I think that covers everything that's in the kit and sort of gives you a brief explanation of why. But let's go have a look at the car now so we can show you in situ exactly why we've made the kit that we've made. So now that the Snorkel is on the car, we can give you a better look at exactly all of the details we were talking about inside at the bench. Obviously starting with the piste de resistance, the blanking plug.
Stud, yeah.
Blanking stud,
yeah,
thank
gotta
you.
get in. One of our key points of difference is this blanking stud right here. So we color match them to your factory paint. It covers the ugly bolt hole that's left from the factory Snorkel. We didn't want to fully cap it off because it looks like it's meant to be there. It just caps it off.
It is a really nicely finished part.
Yeah.
Now, the sandy taupe, we have a color matched powder coat, and the color, as you can see, is spot on. This Snorkel obviously has the Explore Life end caps because this is one of their giveaway cars. They've been color matched sandy taupe as well. If you have a Merlot or a graphite or whatever color these bloody things come in, they will be 2-pack painted. If you've got a sandy taupe one, it'll be powder coated. Talking about powder coat, we've got 4 different options: matte, Manix, satin, gloss. You made the call on this one, Morgs.
We try to match the colors to the rest of the car. With this truck, it's got big, bulky bar work, scrub bars that go down the side steps, all of that's in the textured Manix black. So we decided to match the Snorkels to that color as well.
For us, it was an absolute no-brainer. You really want the Snorkel color to match the most dominant accessory on the vehicle and roll with that. Moving through the Snorkel, we've got the laser cut bracket that we were talking about at the bottom and at the top with our nitrile gasket installed. So another thing that is super important to us when we design a Snorkel kit is making sure that the Snorkel complements the factory lines of the vehicle, doesn't take away from it.
As you see, the top of the bonnet tapers up towards the windscreen there, and there's another body line and recess just here that sort of travels along the car. We chose to follow the body line that travels along the car because we think it flows best. If we were to choose to follow the one on the bonnet, it would look like it was pointing up, and we don't really like the look of that design.
And so from there, moving on, we sort of talk about lining up with the A-pillar then. You know, the Snorkel follows this line perfectly.
Yep.
It follows this line through here perfectly with the chrome strip, which really makes it stand out. Even if we're, a degree off,
Yep.
it stands out like dog's balls in this point. The other thing that we follow and we make a point of following is the windscreen line as well. So looking around from the front of the vehicle, when you're looking at the car from front on, it doesn't hang out, it doesn't point in. We want to make it as close to looking like a factory accessory as possible.
With it being a 5-inch and it being so large, if you're a degree, a few mil off, it stands out, especially on a lighter coloured car because all the trims are generally black and dark.
Well, guys, I think that pretty much covers the rundown of the new 70 series kit that we've got available on our website, fabulousfab.com.au. If you'd like to get yourself one, head to the website. If not, just give us a call and someone in the office will be able to help you out. But for now, I'm going to get out of here and go play with some of these dogs, I reckon. All right, that was good. Let's get out of here.
I'll drive.
Thank you. Wait, what is this? What?
We thought if we're going to do the driver's side, we're definitely going to do dual Snorkel passenger side kit as well. They're available on our website right now, so head on over there and grab one today.
Huh, okay, I like it. Good idea. Thanks. Let's get out of here. I guess we should probably head to the R.M. Williams store while we're out, eh? Well, the Snork's actually pretty quiet in this thing, eh? It's nice.
It's definitely not bad.